Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play fake. Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Finding space at the 40.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll run with Cook. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but then it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Joseph's got it.
And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They run again on 1st down. Chubb on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Watson off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
York able to send this one through.
And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Off the play fake, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
After the sack on first down, Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Cousins to throw for it on 4th.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown!
Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is now 10-3.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Another timeout called by the Vikings now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And again, it's Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
At Schwartz.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield, as you mentioned.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They go with Chubb on second down, and they'll get him down right about the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
York able to send this one through,
and they will take the lead at 13-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Cousins now to throw on first down.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Joseph is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Chubb on the counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they'll get him down right about the 20.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. How about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Again, it's Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that will tie things at 20 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
On first down, Watson sliding out of the... and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. the middle. It's Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Cousins to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jonathan Bullard. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
243 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So after about as long a play as humanly possible without scoring, here's 1st and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid gain there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now Watson going to sneak it. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throwing, Cousins. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down, Cousins. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
This to perhaps salt this one away. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Cousins.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns have just about sewn up the...
Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play, Watson to the air. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play at one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Hardman on the return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time. And that'll be good for a KC first down. Mahomes to throw once more. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now here's Mahomes. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Room here to run. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And quickly to Kelsey. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action, it's Mahomes. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Mahomes again. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. This is the key for the quarterback. Get out of your hands in a hurry. And
that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. Past the 20. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 5. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Returnable for Grant. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Here's Hardman to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Set. Hey, no time now.
The final shot before the break, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Chubb running right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Second down. Here's Chubb again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 86 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Watson on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the foot.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion? That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Butker's kick here is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. 95 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. A give. This is Chubb. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. A give running right is Chubb. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
the middle. It's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Butker on for the PAT. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Stiff arm number 2. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
First throw in OT for Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.